Aloha and welcome back to your wedding workout. I'm Kara Hoy and I'm here to take you through our butt gut challenge today. So let's get started. As last time, we're going to do 2 exercises each and then go through those 3 times. Okay, so I'm going to start today with our plank and our bridge. So we're going to start in a plank position. You can go 2 different ways. One is on your hands and make sure your shoulders are right over your wrists and your abs are tight. A lot of times people come up with their butts, so keep that booty down. Nice tight abs, and we're holding here. If that gets to be too much on your wrist, you can come down onto your forearms and hold here. Okay, so you're holding into your plank on your forearms or onto your hands, nice and tight abs, shoulders are down, away from your neck. So that's your plank. Your bridge, you're gonna flip over onto your back. Feet are on the ground, heels are on the ground, hands are by your side. The first option is here, just squeezing those glutes, lifting your hips up to the sky, nice and tight abs. I want this body to be nice and flat. Okay, that's option 1. To make it a little bit harder, your knees are going to be together and you're going to lift one leg up and then lift those buns up. Squeeze and lower. If you're doing single leg, you're going to do 10 per leg, and if you're doing double leg, you're going to do 15. So that's your first circuit. Your second circuit is going into an oblique plank. So same positioning as your regular plank. You can go up onto your hand or you can go onto your forearm. So I'm going to start on my forearm. If my hands, or my legs, my feet are apart, it makes it a little bit easier. Okay? Again, I'm looking at my shoulder and my elbow being in one straight line, and my shoulders are going to be on top of each other, stacked. Okay? So I'm holding here. If I want to make it a little bit easier, I'm going to bend my bottom knee and hold up just like this. Still feeling those abs. If I want to make it a little bit harder, my feet go together on top of each other, stacked. And again, I'm holding here. Last one is if you want to lift that top leg up and hold here. It's real easy to want to drop this hip though, so keep it up as high as you can. You can also do the same circuit on your hand, okay, instead of your forearm. So either feet apart, feet together, or one knee down. Okay? Your second exercise with that is a dirty dog. So imagine a dog going to the bathroom. Okay? So your hands are on the ground, your knees are on the ground. Your hands are right underneath your shoulders. My abs are tight, my hips are squared to the floor. I'm going to lift one leg like I'm going to the bathroom, bring it back down. Lift and lower. Okay? I'm going to do 15 this way, and then I'm going to switch legs. So again, looking at it from this direction. Okay, hips are squared to the ground the whole time. I'm imagining that there's a glass on my back and I don't want it to knock over. So I have to keep my hips and my back nice and straight. Alright, so I'm going to go through that oblique plank and those dirty dogs, go through that 3 rounds each. My next set of exercises are rotationals. So I'm going to grab my resistance band again. I'm going to be parallel, or rather perpendicular, to my band. I'm going to bring the band right in the middle of my chest and then bring it out like I'm hugging a tree. Okay? I'm going to feel that resistance from pulling this way, and I'm going to rotate to my opposite hip, right back to the middle. Rotate, right back to the middle. Now you will feel this a little bit in your arms, but I don't want you pulling with your arms. Okay? See the difference here? Pulling with my arms and leading with my abs and my hips. Rotating here. Shoulders are down and back. And then I switch to the other side and do the same thing. My next exercise is a single leg RDL, or Romanian deadlift. You can use a weight or you can not use a weight, but we're going to work on our balance first. So this is the first stage. So I'm standing on one leg, holding here. I'm going to reach out, balance, come right back together. Facing the other way, standing here, reach out, balance, come back together. You can always tap that toe down to regain your balance and composure. If you want to add a little bit more of a challenge, you're going to grab one kettlebell or one weight. Okay, I'm using a kettlebell in this example. I'm going to keep this leg slightly bent. I'm going to go down, nice flat back, squeeze my glutes to bring it right back up. Down, squeeze, right back up. Okay, again, adding weight is a little bit harder. Okay, so start first with that balance. Reaching it out first, nice flat back, nice tight abs. You're going to feel it from your buns down into your hamstrings. Okay, so those are your single leg RDLs, and then you're pairing that with the rotationals. My next exercise, I'm going to go first. Well, let's do our abs first. I'm going to go first with my kettlebell windmill, okay? So you're going to choose a pretty light weight, maybe 5 to 8 pounds, depending on what works for you. I'm going to have my legs in a triangle pose like I'm in yoga. I'm going to extend my arm up straight, and I'm going to go down towards the ground, squeezing and lifting back up. The whole time, my arm is staying nice and straight to the sky. I'm going down towards the ground, coming right back up. So I'm feeling it all in my abs here. Okay, so this is my windmill, kettlebell windmills, going down, squeeze, come right back up. Same thing on the other side. If that's too much, you don't have a weight at home, feel free to do it without the weight. Just really focus on abs tight as you're coming on up. Okay? The exercise you're going to pair with that is your lateral band walks. This is going to get those glutes fired up. So I'm going to stand on my band. Anytime I'm standing on my band, the wider my legs, the harder it becomes. Okay, so you can make your adjustments as you go. So I'm standing on the band is right in my arch of my foot. I'm going to crisscross my band and pull it up. In this exercise, the higher I pull, the harder the resistance. Okay, so I'm staying in a nice squat. I'm going to step out to the side, bring my feet back in to shoulder width. Out to the side, feet back to shoulder width. All the way out, and then I repeat the same thing, going back in. The lower I stay, the harder it is, the more I'm feeling it in those buns. Burn, baby, burn. All right, so I'm pairing that windmill with my lateral band walks. My last set of exercise for our butt gut challenge. We're going back onto the mat. We're gonna do a quadruped. So again, my hands are right under my shoulders, my knees are right under my hips. Abs are nice and tight. I'm gonna extend opposite arm, opposite leg. Extend and reach. Bring it back together, extend and reach. So I'm staying on one side, so opposite arm, opposite leg. Extend, drive it in, extend, drive it in. Nice and tight abs. It's easy to want to rotate your hips, so keep it nice and straight. Okay, same thing from the front view. Extend, drive it in together. Extend, drive it in together. As I'm extending my arm, I'm squeezing my shoulder blade. As I'm extending my leg, I'm squeezing those glutes. Okay? And then my last exercise on this is a clam shell. So I'm going to lie down on my side. My feet and my hips are going to be in a straight line. I'm going to support my neck, or you can rest your head, whatever feels comfortable for you. The key here is to keep your hips going forward. So I always put my hand right on my glutes. It's real easy to want to open up and unstack your hips. Okay, so I like to put my hand here. I'm going to extend this leg and bring it straight up, squeezing those buns and lower it back down. Okay, so I'm really just working on my glute medius here, and that's what's going to help support your knees and give you that nice little buns of steel look. So I'm extending up, lowering it right back down, up and down. Okay, if I want to make it a little bit more challenging, I keep this leg up, bring up my lower leg. Okay, and that's going to get a little bit more of my inner thigh. I do the same thing on the other side. All right, you guys, that's your butt gut challenge. Excited to see how it goes for you. I'll see you next time.